special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to the Hit Show. We back again with another show. You see the subjects below: mistreatment in the medical field, nursing home neglect. We got a video we're going to start with. These are some very important topics. Some things happened this week and today what we're going to talk about. But we're going to get into first we're going to get into this video. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to play this video.
I'm going to read some of what was in the Huffington Post. Amen. And I want you to tell me, is this wrong? Is there something factually incorrect? Your show is called The Daily Show-Up, a popular neo-Nazi podcast. On the show, you regularly tell stories about being an EMT, often referring to your patients by racial slurs and comparing black patients to animals. Is that not a true statement?
Okay, let me clarify that. That's a fictional character. None of those stories and nothing in there in any way represents reality. It's all made up.
But it's made up in your mind.
No, it's made up.
Where's it made up?
It's a segment, and you can tell by the music, the sound effects, and the fact it's used as a commercial break. We also have another segment called The Merchant Minute, which also features very edgy shock comedy, and that is also very clearly made up.
I don't find anything entertaining, comedy, or
it doesn't
funny
matter what you find entertaining.
Yes, it
audience
does. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
This does
My
matter.
audience thinks it's funny. Okay?
Did you say the heat brings out the wild in the Dindu, or Dindu is a racial slur for black?
Okay, we're going to pause it right there. Okay. Now, the EMT worker has a show online pretty much using racial slurs and things he does to black people that, of course, is wrong in the medical field, like using bigger needles on black people and black children and making jokes about it on his little show. So the judge that actually brought him into the courtroom was an EMT for actually 30 years because I watched the full video. And he did not like any of the racist comments this guy has made, and he didn't think it was funny. And me personally, I don't know if this EMT driver really did that, but if he did, he's wrong, and he should get his license taken away. And that's something very serious in the medical field, using bigger needles on black kids because he thinks it's funny. So that is something that I'm sure by now, since it's been online, I'm sure his license and certification has been taken away. That's crazy.
You know, there's a thing like back in the day, I don't know, they still probably do it, but like nurses would say like black women who were pregnant and having children had a higher pain tolerance, right? So they're telling the nurses that like, I'm in pain. They're telling the black woman like, no, you're not. You can take it. And that's a running thing that they used to have. This was one of my friends that told me. So I don't know how true that is, but just the thought of you looking at a black person or anyone of another race differently in that medical field instead of just looking at everybody and treating them or diagnosing them the same, that's scary. That's a scary thought to have out there. You know what I'm saying? That people is really controlling people's lives like that and having biases or racial thoughts or racial undertones. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, it's no different from putting a racist in a judge's uniform or a police uniform. It's the same thing. It happens in every field. It's not right, but it happens. This guy just got caught, and that judge that happened to be a white guy that was an EMT for 30 years, he didn't like it. And he let his ass have it on that video. So that guy, well, obviously, by now he lost his job. He's probably not in the medical field. But he brought it to light that a lot of people, like you said, probably do that to black people. You know? And he had all type of racial slurs towards black people. You know? But I'm glad that he got
I'm glad-
caught, and
yeah,
he's probably
I'm glad he went
done.
to court because don't they sign? Don't they? All medical people sign like a.
I'm sure they signed something.
You know, not to treat. You know.
And aren't you not supposed to talk about?
Yeah, they got to sign like a
What is it called? What is it? What's the name?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they gotta. They're not supposed to be doing that.
What's it called?
What's the name of it?
Just like when lawyers are not allowed supposed to talk about their case outside of the court.
It's not confidentiality. It's something else.
It's kind of like
What's it
kinda
called?
Like, what is it
something
called?
like that, though,
Yeah.
right? Non-disclosure or something, right?
Yes, you know what I'm saying.
Right, you're not supposed to. But he fucked himself.
No, it's not even a non-disclosure. It's something else.
Against any race, you know what I'm saying? So he was completely
But
wrong.
he's also wrong because you're not supposed to talk about anything.
Wrong. I just said he wasn't supposed to.
He ain't supposed to open his damn mouth. Period.
I just said that.
But he fucked himself.
It's a clause.
Isn't that? He's probably gonna get a felony for that shit too, isn't he? He's got to get something. He's gonna get some type of discipline. No, that judge ain't playing with him. No, it's not because he's white. Because that judge is white and he's not having that shit.
That's a good thing.
But it's even deeper than black or white because these doctors and these people in the medical field got too much power and not enough public accountability. You know what I'm saying? Because we could go past the doctors that's practicing on patients and even look at companies like pharmaceutical companies in the medical field that practice mistreatment. All these side effects and all these things with these pills and all this shit, like for these things to still be on the shelves and to get passed and all that shit to me, and you only pushing that as a form of being healthy as opposed to natural ways or holistic ways or even getting healthy or dieting, you only pushing pills or getting the shot to get healthy. To me, that's mistreatment. You being biased. You ain't giving a full explanation of how somebody could be healthy. You only giving them this one way, which has all these side effects that could kill you and shit.
But they do the way that makes them money. You understand what I'm saying?
It's all about money.
They prescribe the medicines that the pharmaceutical, people give to them, to endorse these things, to promote onto the people. You understand what I'm saying? It's all money. It's all a game.
You're right.
It's all a game.
Right, because it's all about money. I went to the ER one year, and the doctor that treated me had her own practice, and she said she quit her practice because she was actually healing people so much that they didn't come back, and she wasn't making any money because she was helping people. So she came back to the emergency room to work because she said most doctors just give you enough medicine to make you come back because that's how they make their money. But she couldn't make no money because she was helping people.
Yeah.
So Tara's absolutely right. It's all a game and about to make money.
It's all about money.
She's absolutely right.
They're promoting their medicines and doping everybody up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're doping everybody up on these medications.
And they need to be locked up.
And it could just be natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But no.
There's no side effects.
Trying to get this money. And you promote me, you promote me. You know, it goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
And we all get this right here. And at the end of the day, who gets screwed?
Well, just like when they took RZA off of YouTube because he was telling people how to beat the coronavirus and a lot of diseases by being natural and using natural herbs and vitamins like Dr. Sebi told us. And you do that and build your immune system, you can fight off anything. And they took him offline because he was telling people how to build your body up. So if you do something comes your way, you can fight off naturally without having to go to the doctor and get medications.
Exactly. Now let me make a point off that. That's a good point because censorship is a form of mistreatment to me in the medical field. Y'all see that you are only pushing this one shit. I ain't gonna say what it is. We all know what it is. You telling everybody to do it and get this one way. That way has proven to have side effects.
Exactly.
People are fucking dying from that shit too. It may not be everybody, it may be saving some people, but that shit is fucking some people up too. So for you to censor somebody that's telling you to eat food to get healthy, literally eat food and diet to get healthy and fight it, that when there's no side effects to eating healthy food.
Exactly.
That to me is scary and that's mistreatment. in the medical field, you are not being 100%
They,
factual in the spreading and sharing of the information on how to fight this shit.
they pretty much tried to silence him. They tried to silence him. Yeah.
Or they prolong everything.
They
okay,
silenced
you know
the
what I'm
man.
saying? They really could probably just
All he said
take
was
care of the problem right there. But no, they want to prolong it so the insurance company can get. It's all a game,
so
man.
they all get paid.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
about
They
getting
all
paid.
get paid.
Exactly. Exactly.
The insurance company makes this amount of money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then they get this percentage of this because of the insurance company. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
it's
why they
game.
That's why they make the medicine so high when you have insurance. You know, a medicine that might cost your insurance $10. If you don't have insurance, it might cost you out of your pocket $500.
Exactly.
But they know if they bill the insurance, if you have insurance and they bill them 490 of it, they're gonna pay it. So they put a higher price on the medicine just because they know the insurance company's gonna pay it. It's all a game. But let's get into the next subject. Darius, you had another good.
No, we had
off of the mistreatment in the medical field. The football players.
No, that was at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We got to do Betty White, man.
Betty White. R.I.P. One of the Golden Girls. I love her.
99 years old.
Yeah.
No, that was the right R.I.P. Betty White, but that was the right transition because mistreatment in the medical field is the NFL. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The nursing home neglect is the next subject, which I want to talk about.
I want to go. We can talk about Betty White, but then I want to talk about your part of the mistreatment in the medical field with the football players because that's something really good.
See, it's across the board now. How the NFL came to handle this new thing. It ain't even new. It's old. Like the CTE thing, right? So with CTE or like mental trauma with the brain, they didn't want to acknowledge this shit was happening to players for the longest because they knew they would have to get some type of form or payout or something to help these players, right?
Yeah.
So I don't like the way they going about. They've acknowledged it now. Don't get me wrong, but initially they wasn't acknowledged it. So I don't like the way they going about this whole Antonio Brown situation. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily the NFL, but people that are the fans and observing. They think this shit a joke. This shit not a joke. This nigga got mental problems for real. He
definitely.
You know what I mean? Don't need to be really playing football. So I don't think. Yeah, they maybe want to help him and give him a chance and all this shit, but they really need to put this nigga in a program, do something. When these players are acting crazy like this and beating their wives, because a lot of NFL players get explosive and do off the field crazy shit. They need to motherfucking really look into this shit and see what the fuck is wrong with them. I think they don't want to because they're going to find out that it really is this CTE that's causing that shit. So they like shit. They just
shouldn't they
touch about it.
Shouldn't they have yearly what do you call it? What's the exam when they examine your brain? Whatever that's called for these players that take all these hits. Shouldn't they have a yearly exam for them before the season starts?
Yeah.
Because like you said, those physical issues are turning, especially when they're getting hit in the head and get these concussions, like Terrence said, are becoming mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
It go from physical to mental.
So many concussions. Your brain is literally moving back, and when you have you know what a concussion is? It's literally your brain is like you're right here, stand still, right? The front of your brain goes to the front of your lobe, and then it goes back to the back of your lobe. Okay, like boom, boom. Okay, boom, 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 boom. How many times do these football players have that happen? And it's supposed to be steady. Okay, that's the whole point.
But
it causes a severe problem with these football players, but they don't care because they're making them money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about money.
I'll tell you what, though, because I'm glad you brought that up. The reason why, if you ever seen the movie Any Given Sunday, they expose a lot of stuff that goes on in the NFL. Like when the players really want to play and they're in the room with that doctor, say, "Doctor, just shoot me up with some so I can go back out there and get on the field," and they clear them. Go. We see this today. A lot of players that shouldn't be playing, they get cleared up just to go back out there and playing. And then later on down the line, they're older, they can't even function because of all the brain trauma and the concussions, because they want to get back out there. So I believe they need to keep a closer eye on these players, and they need to do yearly exams before and after the season.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the older players, when you could hit head to head, a lot of them are tore up right now. Back in the day, you could hit the helmet to helmet. Now, if you do that, you get a penalty or a fine or whatever.
They getting better as far as like what the protocols is and all that shit. But I think when they see somebody really fucked up, they get hands off. They be like, you just fucked up. They need to be more proactive. Like, I don't even know what Antonio Brown did. I just see the memes. But
you know something's wrong with him.
You know something wrong with him.
Something's wrong mentally, because once you take someone his, like Terrence said, you can't keep taking those concussions. Yeah. See, it turns into a mental health issue.
They don't care about your
health. Right. Like she said,
they don't care about your mental health, and you're getting mistreated.
Yeah. So
D, you said you don't know what he did?
No, what'd he do?
D, he did what we all wanted to do. This fool in the middle of the game just walked off. Well, I guess he had words with Arians, but basically he just walked off the field in the middle of the game, took his shirt and he took his shirt and his jersey, threw it in the stands.
Yeah, he quit his job.
No, he didn't.
I'm gonna quit my job my last day.
Hey, and somebody took a picture of him standing outside the gate waiting for it. Uber.
What?
That nigga quit his job during the job. Guess I'm gonna quit my job.
Yes, bro.
It
was in the middle of the game today, bro.
No, he had a mental breakdown.
Man, you gotta watch it. That James should have had that video pulled up.
I saw the meme. They had this nigga in the middle of the field with his shirt off.
Yes,
I knew he did something crazy.
I played it. I ain't gonna play it today, but yes,
Bruce Arians talking about he's no longer a buck.
But even though we laughing and making fun of him, let's hope he gets some help, because once again, like Terrence said, you only can take so many hits and concussions. Something probably is wrong with him. Not trying to be funny.
He fucked up.
And not just the football players. Look at the boxers. Look at Muhammad Ali. I think all these athletes, if they're physical, have UFC fighters, they need yearly exams. Seriously.
Everybody needs to
They do.
They get yearly.
UFC get it.
But
UFC get it.
The whole point.
All that shit got shit like that.
They don't.
NFL don't
exam.
They get their yearly.
They got concussion protocol now. Let me stop capping. They got concussion protocol. But I think when people are like showing off and beating their wives up or whatever they doing off the court, because NFL players do it a lot. They need to like be more proactive with what they doing after the fact with these players. Like they really need to look out for them. And they might be doing it now.
Okay.
I ain't gonna speak on everything I don't know about, but it's just crazy that I see that so much in the NFL. You don't see that with no other sports.
NFL, because the NFL is the most strictest when it comes to those policies.
My thing is, we all know they get yearly tests, or they even probably get tested even more frequently than that. But my thing is, what's the point of the testing if the people that's testing you, that's all their doctors and whatnot, when they got a hidden agenda anyway?
They gonna pass you.
Right. No matter what they find, or just toss them some more medicine, we'll just take these, and you don't know, unless you're doing your research, which most of them ain't, they don't know what it is. You just get out there, get on the field, and do your job.
And you know what? Let me ask you this. Do you think they only clear really the players they really need to play? Now, not the bench warmers and the practice squad players. Do you think they get like the starters? Do you think that the third strings and the practice squad players get cleared like the first string players get cleared?
Yeah, they all get cleared to be used as a tool. So if a coach needs you to play, nigga, you gonna get cleared.
I got you. Okay. Because Baker Mayfield should have been on the bench since the third, fourth week when he got hurt, because this nigga been throwing to everybody.
A lot of this shit is players too. players got to have a little bit more accountability and be like, you know what, my health matters. But these niggas want to be gung ho and be like motherfucking soldiers and shit. Think they in a war.
But this the thing.
That's where the NFL steps in. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't passed the test, nigga. You can't play.
I'm glad you said it because this the thing. If I'm a player and this is a doctor who went to college and has a degree in medicine, I shouldn't be able to overrule his decision, no matter who I am. If the doctor says you can't play, that should be it. If me and you go to the doctor and the doctor said, you know what, you got to stay home for 2 weeks, me and you got to listen. But why do the players get to override what the doctor say?
Well, why is that? Signing off on this shit. The organization is gonna keep finding the doctor that's gonna pass the nigga.
Got you. Okay, so because the doctor worked for the team,
or a player. Let me give some players some accountability. Will go to their own doctors because some organizations do the right thing and will make a nigga sit out, but some players will go around that and find their own doctors that will pass them. So we do go both ways. Some players got to have some accountability and stop being so gung ho.
But if they have
about their mental health more.
So if they have a team doctor and they go to their personal doctor can override what the team doctor said?
They just need one person to give them the go.
Okay.
It ain't even about overriding. It's like, well, this doctor said I'm good. I'm about to play.
Okay.
It's about convincing your coach.
It's both hand in hand. Actually, it goes hand in hand.
And the coach 9 times out of 10 wants that nigga to play
be like, no, because it kind of goes hand in hand. Because the player, if you got a professional, Darius, you're a player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Athlete, not player. Don't say player. He's an athlete.
Okay, athlete. Okay, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm an
athlete. Okay. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you're gonna try to put out as much as you can, even if you are hurt. Okay, if you have to be on that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's another thing. So it goes. So it could be times where these athletes are like, just give me this and this and this to get me out here.
They need some accountability too.
Yeah, exactly. So it goes hand in hand.
But as an athlete,
it ain't just the organization.
You know what I'm saying? It could go hand in hand.
So let me ask you.
That's what I'm saying. The organization got to overrule them niggas and be like, no, you can't step on my field, nigga. You hurt.
So as an athlete, Karen, you were an athlete for many years. Is it a level of stubbornness and pride saying no matter what, if I'm still breathing and I can move, I'm getting back on this field? Just being competitive and as an athlete.
That's how I felt. Okay. I literally, that's how I felt. One time, I tore my whole knee socket came out of my socket. Okay. I was playing basketball. All right. I was a point guard at this point. This is when I was playing point guard. But my knee socket came out of the whole socket. But I'm the only one that can really dribble on this particular team that I was at this time. I killed myself trying to just keep on moving and stepping with a dislocated knee, all the way over here. To the point where I was just like, oh no, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. So I was but I was just as an athlete.
And at the time,
you still want to compete.
I felt like I had to do what I had to do, and I had to take care of what I had to take care of.
At the time, you were probably doing it for a scholarship.
No, this is when I was a kid, man.
Well, that's what I'm.
You know what I'm saying? I had this since I was a kid. And I just keep on working. It don't even matter. If you get hurt, you still want to keep on doing as much as you.
The point I was
right though.
The whole thing
is, when I was young,
I'm gonna tell you this way. How did Kobe play on a tore Achilles? I tore my Achilles.
That nigga was a beast.
No. I'm putting it this way.
Kobe was a beast.
Can I say this? I tore my Achilles. There is no way I tried to get back up. And I said, I just fell right back down. I don't even know how this man took the gumption of keep on playing.
That's some
He
bullshit.
did 2 free throws on a tore Achilles. I don't even know how that's possible.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? He's another human.
Look,
and that's like,
if I made his
another
salary,
human.
I go to work
no
tomorrow.
Way I literally fell up and fell down. Like fell up, fell down because I couldn't even put any pressure on it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no pressure. It's gone.
Kobe was a beast.
There is. It baffles me. It didn't. Like Kobe was already my favorite player. All right. But it didn't even. I did not. Man.
Kobe was a beast.
But basketball, a different animal than football.
Football, these
basketball is fast switch, and that's
I
in
understand.
your body. You ain't smashing your brains.
They do the same thing with the mistreatment. They be like pumping up with the shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So get me back on the court. You know what I'm saying? Everything is mistreatment.
They do that in boxing too. They drug them
they
up.
They do it everything.
They drug them up.
They do it with all the sports.
All that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Coke them up, whatever.
Yes.
They do it all.
Yes. But can we talk about Betty White
now?
Go
ahead.
Well, speaking of football, R.I.P.
Betty White.
John Madden before we get to Betty White.
John Madden.
Best football.
We got to talk about John Madden. John Madden.
Played Madden. We all had the game.
89 years old. He died. Just passed away. Bless his heart.
Best commentator in football.
All Madden games that you guys.
Legendary Raiders coach.
You got all of it. You got the video games.
And for you, all you niggas playing Madden, you cheating ass niggas that play the whole game asking Madden. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas be cheating the whole game asking Madden. Offense and especially on defense.
89 years
Rest
old.
in peace, job, man. I love them games, man.
Yes.
Legendary, man. Football won't be the same without him, man.
Not at all.
It would not be the same without hearing.
John Madden
just hearing his voice.
Incredible.
He had a voice that stood out. Watching the games, playing the game, his voice just stood out, man. No matter what he said.
That voice.
It just stood out. You know what I'm saying? No matter, even when he was wrong.
He's really a football genius.
He really is. The nigga had his own game called Madden.
That's what I'm saying. He's a football genius.
Exactly.
If you got the Mount Rushmore of people that's great for football, you got to have John Madden on the Mount Rushmore.
You got it. You got to.
Ain't no football without Madden. Ain't no fucking football without Madden. When they do the Hall of Fame next year, if he's not in there, I don't know if he is in there, but he's definitely.
I thought he was already in there. Yeah, he's definitely in there, man.
Well, he need to go in.
John Madden's already.
He need to go in
the Hall of Fame.
He's been in the Hall of Fame.
He need to go again.
See, this is how much James knows sports.
I don't know sports. I don't know much about sports. I don't.
Anyway,
I
so
don't.
we go to John Madden, and another big topic was this week was Betty White. He died at 99.
Yeah, one of the original Golden Girls. I love that show.
If you guys look at her photo, you guys
she's beautiful.
No, you guys need to look at her photos.
At 99, she was beautiful.
I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh, she was bad.
Oh my gosh. Look at Betty White.
She's a model first, right?
She was a model at first.
Actress, right?
Yes.
Back then.
And she still look good for her age at 89.
Beautiful woman.
I mean 99.
Beautiful
99 years old.
One of the best shows ever. Me and
Golden
my
Girls.
I love that show, man. I loved it. That was one of the best shows ever. Betty White, rest in peace. I seen a picture today of her and Eazy-E on Facebook. I swear.
I saw this.
That's how cool she was. Betty
she has
White
so
was
many
cool.
memes right now. It's ridiculous.
Betty White seemed like a cool person, man. Down to earth person.
She said she smoked every day.
Probably did. She was kicking it with Eazy-E. You know you smoking weed fucking with Eazy-E.
Every single day.
Yeah.
That's why she lived so long.
Right. Smoking that what is, especially if it's the natural shit.
It was.
It's not gonna bother. It's not gonna hurt you. It actually heals a lot of stuff in your body. But R.I.P. her, Betty White.
Yes. So we need to go to Betty White because you know you have these old people dying in the nursing homes from nursing home neglect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I just had it. Okay. Rest in
Go
peace, Aunt Juanita. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, her.
Beautiful person.
Nursing home neglect. My brother.
And you know the thing about
you just cut me off.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, my brother just said that literally she fell out of bed. They weren't looking at her anymore. You know, they didn't have no cameras. They didn't have nothing.
No cameras?
No cameras. They turned them off. I guess. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I swear to God.
So you tell me
I'm not even going to tell you the hospital it was.
Wait a minute.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
You know
as much as they charge per day?
It don't even matter, dude.
You got to be kidding me.
Fell out. She's like...
And she can't even move that
She's
much.
like 80 pounds. She fell out of the bed. How you going to have like internal bleeding?
Okay, two things.
You have internal bleeding now, but you're older. Of course, that's gonna mess with you.
Okay, so
one of my brothers
with these nursing homes, for one, as much as they charge these elderly people per day,
man,
they should have cameras 24/7
with my own father.
It's terrible.
These hospitals are terrible. These nursing homes are terrible. You'd be lucky to get a good nurse.
Two, if they,
I don't know what these people be on.
They need to have it to where, okay, because my grandfather was also in a nursing home. They need to have it to where they can't fall out the bed. Especially if you turn off the cameras.
Like you would think.
They charge thousands of, what is it, like 8,000 or 9,000 per day to be in a nursing home, and you ain't got a camera.
And that's how you incorporate.
You ain't got $100 camera in there.
That's a good point. It's expensive.
It's expensive as fuck. And it's insurance, isn't it?
Everywhere.
Isn't that the insurance that goes
they built to your insurance, right?
That shit high as fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
It's wrong,
built to your insurance. Like I said, it's all a conspiracy.
But let me tell y'all something about Edward.
Everybody just trying to get money.
Before we get into the other stuff, let me tell you something about this lady. This wonderful lady. Okay, she wasn't my blood aunt, but she was like an aunt to us. And let me tell you something about this lady. Beautiful person, and in front of a person like her, when you would slip up, she would correct you right then and there, like they supposed to older people. But she was a beautiful person.
She really was.
Beautiful person.
She taught me so
90-some years old, still look beautiful.
Man.
She was a beautiful woman.
She taught me she taught me so much in like one summer.
Beautiful
just
person.
One. Just about my kids and raising them.
And she tried to whoop me once at church. Remember that? You probably remember. She tried to whoop me. I was like 20.
Everybody tried to whoop James. Everybody tried to whoop James. It didn't matter.
But with the
got whooping every day.
The nursing home neglect. This is a fact I found online. It says, in fact, 66% of nursing home staff members actually admitted to abusing residents in a 2020 study from the World Health Organization. They admitted to it. 66% of staff workers.
I believe it.
That's crazy.
And I just had a conversation with a nurse, okay? I had a conversation with a nurse just yesterday. She was in tears on New Year's Day because of what had happened in the hospital that prior night, of what she had to deal with. Because she's just trying and trying and trying, but nobody around her, not the doctors, nobody around her is helping. This one person. I guess the blood pressure was low, and they were trying to keep it stable, and she was trying to keep it stable, but it wasn't going stable. It just kept getting lower and lower and lower. And then something else happened. So she was like, the last resort I can do is just do a cold blue, or a cold red. What is
call 911?
No, they're in the hospital, dude. She's a nurse.
This is a hospital nursing home.
It doesn't matter. It's the same difference. You got to take care of people, okay? You're trying to look over these people, all right? Nobody's looking over anybody. This is my whole point, okay?
But my thing is, if you're there and you don't know what to do,
nobody looks at
you should have to call an EMT ambulance or something if you don't know what to do, is what I'm saying.
No, I just said she's a nurse.
But is this a nursing home or hospital? Because it matters.
It was a hospital.
Oh, well, I don't understand that shit.
Okay, it don't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying, Darius?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, either you get a good nurse or you get a bad one.
There should be no bad nurses. There is,
and I've seen it.
In my opinion, I think we should all be able to be in a position to take care of our elderly in our own home, in our own communities. But with the way the system is set up, people got to work hard as fuck all day. Every 5 days out the motherfucking week, got to be gone. So if you can't afford it, you get home health care or home aid. But that shit is expensive as fuck. And then you gotta deal with people in
All
your house.
insurance.
Oh, sure, like Terrence
I
said.
just said it's all
You have to
insurance.
go. Yeah, you have to send them to the nursing home or something.
So
And that's
But
all insurance
it's
too.
all
It's
set up.
all like I said.
so what you and
man.
Terrence saying is set up for them to go to the nursing home.
Man,
Pretty much. Okay.
man, it's all
So,
like I said.
I'm saying, but I
Everybody's
was
making
making
money off of you
But I
being
wanted to
sick.
make the point about people having to work
Everybody's
so
making money
hard,
off
though.
of you being sick.
Yeah.
The reason why a lot of people do have to send people to the nursing home is because they have to work. It ain't like if you can afford to have the time or didn't have to work, you could just live a normal life and didn't have to hustle and
Right.
kill yourself to make it.
But
You
then
would be able to just take care of your elderly and see her out and
Yeah.
be the one to take care of it, because that's really what you want. You want to take care of your parents,
right.
but
Exactly.
people can't. They got to work, and that's just how the system is set up. It's like they want us to be fucking robots and not have compassion and be able to just chill and have a moment.
I'm gonna put it this way. My dad was in both, okay? All right. My mom and me hustled with my dad for 15 years, all right? He was at home, but then it came to a point where he had to go to a nursing home because he was not capable of staying there. Even with the home care, it's only so much of the home care that you can do. You know, understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it comes to a point where if they get so bad, they have to go to the nursing home.
No,
Or
because nursing homes ain't exist back
no,
then.
you're not listening to me.
I am listening to you, but I'm telling you
And it
how
was
humans
also
are.
basically
Humans
24
at some
care.
point,
You know,
nursing homes
you
became
need
in
24
existence.
hours of care. Okay, you need
Yeah, that's my point.
where you need 24 hours of care,
Exactly.
and that's when you get sent to the nursing home. Okay,
Why ain't no nursing homes in Brazil? And them old people get to stay with their people and live and
Brazil
do
has to
things.
do anything. What?
Well, the United States is set up.
No,
different.
I'm saying right
That's
now.
my point. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm saying it comes
Because
to
our
a point-
economy is set up for us to work.
Okay.
Our
No,
capitalist
so it
mindset
comes to a
makes
point
us
where
think
okay,
that way.
I get.
Because even if your parents get dementia or whatever, like that shit has existed in humanity since the beginning of time. And people had to deal with that shit.
Right, 24 hours of service because you have to work because you're sick because then you have to pay for this, okay?
Yep.
You have to pay for it, right?
That's how it's set up.
All right. You have to pay for that care, right? So they have it's inevitable, okay? And it's some like once the point where like if you get cancer or whatever, you get really old and you go in hospice and you're on your last resort and you want to go home and die. They send you home and die. But after they didn't collected how much money off of you sitting there dying,
or they'll pull a plug on you when your insurance runs out. That's what they did to my granddad.
It's just like what?
Yep. No, you're right about that one. They get your money and kick you the fuck out.
They get your money and kick you out,
or they kill
and you die.
Exactly.
So it's like if you want to die home,
just stay at home.
Just stay home. Then, or you die there, and then it's gonna cost you even more money.
Pretty much.
It's even gonna cost you even more money.
But Darius made a good point. I got to go back to this point. He said, "Why don't they have that in Brazil?" Because our economy is set up with. But hold on, our economy
have a whole different.
Yeah, but listen, let me finish. Our economy is set up for us to work, and not be able to take care of our loved ones.
Exactly.
But over there, they don't have to worry about that because their economy is not set up for them to work like us. But that's a good point. I didn't even know over there they didn't have nursing homes like that. I didn't know that. But that's good.
But I mean, the affluent places got nursing homes in Brazil. I was just saying another country that's kind of you could find like tribes and poor people. You know what I'm saying?
Because also they're healthier than
places like that. Where you have places where they still got tribes and shit like that, they don't do that nursing home shit.
Because they're healthier than us too, though. They don't have.
That's true. Good point. They elderly are probably healthier and don't have dementia and things as bad. But that even goes to our economy and what we eat in and been putting in our body. Like the shit is deep. It go deep. Like,
It
because
is.
that shit not normal and natural to send your elderly away to die. They should die around their loved ones, knowing they love, not being
That's
taken
how I
care
feel.
of by some fucking strangers.
It should have cost what, thousands of dollars to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
But like Terrence said, the reason why we have to do that because we still have to maintain
You gotta maintain our household.
We have to maintain our children, right?
And everything else.
So it's not like we're pushing them off. We have to still take care of our responsibility.
Right.
But you got to think about especially if it's your parent.
Yeah.
They raised you. So they last little 4 years of them going out and needing help, like that ain't shit.
Yeah.
You should want to look forward to doing that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it.
Pay bills, dude.
It is a burden, but it's like shit. It was a burden to them niggas.
I'm just saying,
as a kid, I was a burden to her.
You have to work.
So,
you can't, if you have a person that needs 24-hour care, you cannot provide that if you have to work.
That makes sense.
You have to get
Taryn's
them
right.
their
I actually
means,
agree with Taryn this time.
Okay?
But you got to think about what 24-hour care means.
Sit in the house for 24 hours with this person that needs 24-hour care.
And that house you got to pay for.
You got to pay for that house.
And you got to pay for the utilities.
I'm saying, what is 24 hours? Are you watching them, cleaning them, talking to them?
Like you're an infant, man.
Mm-hmm.
Adult,
right,
like
though.
elderly goes to a point where they get to an infancy, man. That they like when they get to a point where they're like a baby again.
You got to take
and
care
you got to take care of them. Literally
24/7.
That's when you have to step away.
What?
Take care of them, yeah.
That's why I'm I'm saying
okay, hold on.
You still have to work.
What
you have to
saying,
eat. You have to
missing my point. I've been said the work thing. I already brought up work.
What Darius is saying,
bringing that up. I don't know why you bringing up work.
Darius
said that's part of the American economy, and that's not natural.
What
as human beings, if you're old back in the day, if your person had to get taken care of 24 hours,
they did it.
Stop doing what you was doing and take care of them.
But
that's
you got you got to remember,
that's normal. That's
back in those days.
The economy was different.
But I have to agree with Terry because look, this
economy was totally
back
different.
in those days when the man
when
the man went to work and he had a wife at home, a housewife,
and
the housewife
exactly. Your wife took care. It's
but nowadays you can't do that.
It go a
that's
nigga like
they have to work.
That's why you have a partner.
Based off of this economy.
You have kids, you have grandkids, or you have siblings. Like it's not as hard as it seems. I know what y'all saying. Yes, that's real.
Well, what if your family doesn't help you?
Somebody don't have no siblings.
What if your family doesn't help you?
No, that's why I was just saying. What if they don't have none of that, and then you got to do what you got to do. You got to send them to the nursery home.
Nobody looks out for nobody anymore. Okay, point blank.
That's not true.
No, I'm just saying.
But that's just being negative.
Neglecting
the point I'm making.
Opinion.
The point I'm making is it's natural for a human being to be positive and raise.
What if you
have enough money and enough currency to be able to take off and take care of their family when they dying, or they don't have to work as hard, but people have to work as hard now because the economy is fucked up and it's set up for us to have to do that. You can't just take off and take care of your elderly.
What if that person don't have nobody?
You missed my point. My point was the economy is set up to where you have to work.
Yeah,
you can't just, even if you don't have nobody.
That's what I just said.
That's irrelevant.
You cannot.
The economy is set up to where you have to work hard.
We have to work.
You can't just quit, and you have to. You can't live off the land. You can't do natural things to just survive.
You
so you have to go to work.
But wait, I understand both points. But this is the thing. Okay.
Darius just said it.
I understand your point. You made a good point.
No,
but
Darius is saying we're living in an economy that cannot provide.
But
where we have to work.
But listen.
So therefore, how can you provide 24 hours care for somebody if you have to work?
Listen to this. I understand
by not having to work.
But listen,
that's my point.
Then you better be broken on it.
I just said that 39 times. I said we live in an economy where you have to work.
Yes.
Therefore, you can't. I just said that.
Yes, I know. I just said that too.
But also, if this person, okay, if you're married and like you said, you have kids, grandkids, It should
Right.
be
That's
a team effort.
That's
It should
that should
be.
be
But
natural.
listen,
But Karen's right. Some people don't have that.
let me finish. Okay, but
Not a lot of people have that.
But as black people and people, okay, if we
We're the worst.
listen, okay, but if we have like me, okay, my aunt is 93 years old.
Okay.
She still get up every day and cook for herself. But every day somebody goes over there, takes her where she has to go, checks on her. It's a family.
It's like a community.
Exactly.
Like a community.
So if this the same person that when we all were kids took care of us. So when this person isn't able to take care of themselves, it should be all of us over there at different times doing our job to help that person. So I understand that's Darius's point.
Yeah,
what Darius is saying, it should
I understand
be a
that completely.
community.
Yeah,
I understand your point. It's just we in
I understand
an
that
economy
completely.
where you can't do that shit.
It
But I'm
doesn't
saying
always
you
work
should
that
be.
way. That's how these companies are making so much money off of people because you don't have everybody like that.
And they charge you
know,
way
and they charge
over.
you way over.
Exactly.
That was my whole point.
And you know how we beat them, like
because
Darius
you don't
said.
have that all the time, okay?
Like how Darius
You know,
said.
that's the perfect world. What Darius is saying is the perfect family, okay?
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect, but it's a
It's duty.
Ideal. It's just ideal. It's what you would want.
Exactly. It's ideal.
Because that same old person that needs help took care of all of us when we were younger.
That's not the case in every scenario.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's not.
That older 90% of the time, that older person that took care of all of us, we went to that person's house every holiday. They fed us, they clothed us, they bathed us. When they're not able to take care of themselves, it should be no way we shouldn't be doing the same as a family and as a community. That person should not be in a nursing home, is my point.
Yeah.
We should take turns because that person by themselves took care of 12 grandkids, 13 nieces, cooked for all of us, bathed all of us, did everything for us. Mm-hmm. So why aren't we all 20 of us taking care of this one person? That's my point.
What you just said? Why is 20 people taking care of one person?
Why aren't they?
Because they don't care. They're selfish.
But that one person took care of all of everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be fair, I gotta make this point. It's a lot more people in the world that are different. Some people are just old and don't got no family because that's how they was.
Right.
I didn't know that.
So, let him talk. Let him finish. Let him finish.
So that's them, the people that need like nursing homes and need help and shit. Because some people really just didn't want to have kids, all that shit. So I understand that it's a need for it, but in the ideal world, you would just have them at home, and if you needed to take off work, you would be able to take off work, or the community will help you. They would come stay for 8 hours and cover your shift or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's
some other races do stuff like that.
No, they do.
They do that. Yes, they do.
Y'all don't see Chinese people in a nursing home.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Y'all talking all this, but I'm
I was about to say that.
Like this shit.
I said
y'all, but this not. It's about discipline.
In the United States of America.
I'm talking about Asian people that live in America. You do not see them putting their people.
No, they take care of their own.
So why don't we do it? That's his point.
I said people don't. I didn't say. I didn't
gotta work hard as fuck.
Ago, like 15 minutes ago.
We gotta work hard as fuck. That's why.
Man.
But it's because we don't work together. That's why.
Yes.
And we don't work together. Good point, James.
That's
actually a better point.
We're the most segregated.
You gotta work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
How all this Hispanics work? Like they live together.
They work together.
They save money together. You know what I'm saying?
And they take care of their elderly together.
That's
no, we hate
them in nursing homes.
We hate for each other, and they make the most money off of us.
We making a lot of excuses.
They make the most money off of us. Okay, I'm sick with it. I'm to the point.
But I'm trying to show that even in America, we kind of got a lot of excuses of why we don't take care of our elderly, and it's possible. That shit possible.
It's an excuse, like you said. We just make excuses and don't do it.
No. Yes. Exactly.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse.
But
I think it's a good show.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Yes. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Next week,
Happy New
we're
Year.
gonna do a couple shows. I got Cleveland Showtime Homes. We about to do one next week. We're gonna do a good one, but we're gonna talk about health and fitness. That's gonna be a very good podcast. We're probably gonna do that Tuesday or Wednesday night. And me, Darius, and my friend Daryl Richards, we're gonna do one also next week on black crime, and we need to change ourselves. And then we got another podcast. Me, Darius, and Terry are gonna do on Sunday our regular show, and we're gonna get to these skits.
Okay. James just like named off like 15 things.
Stay tuned.
Be ready for all of them, baby.
No, he just talked about himself. So Darius,
he's on one of them.
Darius, what's going on with you, man, right now in the new year? Okay.
In the new year.
Yeah, because James just laid out all his mess. Okay. So what is your best?
But I'm with all that shit. We doing the skits. We got the skits coming. We got the music.
What do you got personally, Darius?
I'm about to release the music. We about to put the music out. Of course, I got new food coming. We about to have a new studio popping. So
and it's gonna be all on your YouTube channel, right? Your new music's gonna be on your channle.
And for me,
YouTube channel.
And for me, I'm in a new barbershop.
Good,
Razor Edge. I'm at Razor.
Give me the address.
I don't know it by heart right now. I think it's
fresh
too.
In there.
I think it's. I've only been there a week. I think it's like 225 Main Street.
Yep.
Went down to Rec Park to right across the street from Sidewalk Cafe. And I also do in-houses as well. And the time being.
Part-time stripping.
Pull up.
Oh no. No, not at all. Ever. Never ever.
Tell her.
Never ever.
I'm about to have my only.
Blessed Hands Barber. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram. Blessed Hands Barber.
Everybody's about to prosper this year. We want prosperity.
And I'm done doing. I'm about to get saved.
Purpose.
I'm done being a male gigolo, and I'm not releasing my sex tape this year.
Okay,
and give my life
never.
to the Lord.
I swear I'm in this right
I'm
now.
done with all this shit. Okay.
Bye, Darius. Bye.
All right.